Hey everyone, Dr. Richard Lai here with Study Acupuncture with me. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of these videos coming up. So today's acupuncture study video is on the effects of overworking on your chi and 3 ways to recover appropriately. So if you found yourself saying, I wish there was more time in the day. I wish there was 2 of me to get all of this stuff done. I'm so tired, I need to make more money. Does this sound like you? It sounds like me. And I wish you were alone, but you're not alone. Because we live in this society where we're just constantly drained, right? Every day we have to work harder and harder, not making enough money. We are expected to do more work, less pay. We're not getting thanked at all. And that's just work, right? And all of this leads to a hectic life that just severely depletes your chi. And so this overwork is actually a cause of a disease pattern. And what do you learn in acupuncture school? You learn everything should be done in moderation, right? You learn about yin and yang and balance and tai chi. But what actually happens? What actually happens in life? You wake up early, earlier than you want to. You eat a fast breakfast or sometimes no breakfast at all. You buy a coffee on your way to work. You get to work and it's a hectic place. You're stressed out the entire time. You eat quickly with this unhealthy lunch and you don't drink enough water. And then you get home late. And then by the time the weekend hits, you're done. You're spent, right? Does that sound like you? So let's talk about what happens to your body with this kind of lifestyle. So whenever you do work or do some sort of physical activity, you use up chi. And then when you rest, you replenish your chi. Now, these are different levels of chi that we're talking about here. There's a lot of kinds of chi. So when we talk about the chi that you're overusing for work, we're talking about post-heaven chi. That chi that you get from food, right? You get it processed by your stomach, your spleen, whenever you eat. And that's the chi that gives you the energy for your activities of daily living. And then there's a yin level, right? Yin is a substance. Number one, it's a base for our body to even just be. Number two, it's nourishment. So let's give an example, right? Let's talk about you, for example. You, who just went through finals, who slept very little, who works very hard, who's probably eating very terribly. If you take your pulse right now, chances are your pulse is either wiry, or it's weak, or deep, or weak and deep. But now that finals are over, you're probably going to start sleeping in, right? You're probably going to start napping where you can. You're going to try to get some more adequate rest. You're going to eat, you're going to watch Netflix. And after a couple of days of just this rest and relaxation, when you feel your pulse again, it should just go back to normal. It's because you've recovered adequately. You ate, rested, your post-heaven chi gets all restored, and it just restores you overall as a whole. So that energy deficiency that you had from studying and sleeping terribly recovers just by resting and relaxing alone. No treatment needed at all. Now, let's say you don't recover, right? And let's say instead you do this for years and years. You're grinding and grinding and grinding. Years and years, you're working really hard, long hours every single day. You never get enough rest, right? This is your patience. This is also you. Your body doesn't get any chance to restore that post-heaven chi, and you're just depleting it on a daily basis. The food that you're eating, your spleen and your stomach is working really hard to make that post-heaven chi, but you're just using it all up and sleeping really little. And then, before you know it, you're on the go again. So pretty soon you're going to get to the point where the amount of chi that you have, it's not able to keep up with the amount of work you have to do. So then where are you going to get your energy from? You're going to pull energy from yin. Yin starts to get depleted. Look at this graphic. Qi gets used up, your post-heaven qi, just to accomplish your daily work. If that qi is not being replenished adequately, your yin is going to get depleted. your yin is going to start to get used up because your chi can't replenish fast enough. And you move from being just work to being overworked. So then what happens? Your yin needs to come in as that energy source. Once your yin depletes, that's when you have symptoms of yin deficiency. Specifically, you're going to have kidney yin deficiency over time. At this point, sleeping a whole week, eating all the foods, that's not going to be enough to reverse the situation, right? Like you pulled 3 all-nighters, and if you sleep for 23 hours straight, it's not just going to reverse everything, right? Just like working for 3 years constantly with all-nighters, stress, constant fight and flight. Just 1 week in Barbados isn't really going to help you, right? And that's something we need to teach our patients, because the majority of your patients will think, oh, I work really hard all the time. I work hard, and then I'll play hard for 1 week in the Bahamas, right? That's all I need to get myself back. But we as acupuncturists, we need to educate our patients that balancing life, work, and rest is important. We need to help them understand that the lack of balance is going to be very, very bad. We need to help them understand that the lack of balance is going to have a negative impact on their life. We need to teach them how to achieve balance in their life, or at least work towards this. And I say this to you, but I'm actually also saying it to myself. I literally just worked 13 hours in PPE with COVID patients. And here I am, past midnight, trying to make something for you guys, because I hope this message of what I need to hear and listen to myself, I hope that it helps you somehow. So this is where your overworked patients will come into your clinic with kidney yin deficiency symptoms, because they're just that much overworked. Their chi is depleted, their yin is depleted. So what are some of the key symptoms of kidney yin deficiency? Let's just name 2 big ones, all right? And just say it out loud on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Back pain and night sweating. So good, those are some key symptoms of kidney yin deficiency. So you need adequate rest, you need to eat well, you need to hydrate appropriately so that you can replenish that post-heaven chi, right? So that way you can have enough energy to get through your day to day. Otherwise, that chi is not going to replenish appropriately, and it won't be able to meet the demands of your day to day. What's going to happen then? Your yin is going to get depleted. On the other hand, just because you're not working like overworking on a physical sense, there's also mental overwork. There's mental anguish, mental anxiety. And being mentally fatigued can also be a cause of disease. Now, what organ is related to the intellect or to thinking or overthinking? The spleen organ. So even if you're not constantly on the go, on the run, go here, go there, go here, go there, there's still mental overwork, right? Constantly thinking, constantly worrying, maybe even just constantly concentrating because you're studying so much, even though you're sedentary. That can affect the spleen. It can weaken the spleen. So now, how do we recover from all this? How do we combat all of this? So this is where I challenge you, and I challenge myself. So this is a challenge, should you choose to accept it. This is how you're going to get to that habit of regular rest and appropriate recovery. So number 1 is to get regular rest. You have to set a bedtime for yourself and work towards that bedtime goal. So 1 hour before that set bedtime of yours, wind down. Turn off all your devices, your laptops, your cell phones, your tablets, your TVs, nothing with a screen. Pick up a puzzle, pick up a book, just some other way to unwind and get ready for bed. Number 2, make a meal plan. Have a regular diet. Plan out on a Sunday. What are you going to eat for breakfast this entire week? What are you going to eat for lunch this entire week? What are you going to eat for dinner this entire week? And make healthy choices as part of those meals. And involve hydration between those meals. And choose meals that are high in nutrients. I'm trying to introduce more fish oils into my life. right? Whether that's through supplementation or eating salmon or trout, because my brain is constantly demolished from just thinking all the time, right? And that's you guys too. You guys are studying all the time. You need to replenish your brain. So you need that fish oil, you need that DHA, you need that omega-3 fatty acids. If you're vegan, maybe consider using something plant-based like chia seeds or algae or something for the omega-3. And then lastly, exercise. Any kind of exercise, any kind of movement, especially when you just wake up. Commit to just 5 minutes of jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, whatever it is, just to get your body going. Just 5 minutes as soon as you wake up. What is there to lose in trying this? Just for the next 15 days. There's only 15 days until the end of the year, until 2020 is over. So we can end the year strong and make 2021 our year. Because honestly, 2020 was sort of challenging. Alright, so that does it for today's YouTube video. It's short and sweet. I hope that you have a wonderful winter break for those of you in school. I hope finals went really well. I hope for everyone, I hope that you're getting good rest. Please stay safe, wear your mask, wash your hands constantly, and until next time, God bless and happy studying.